And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the New York Giants. This is taken near the 13.
But that return gives them a golden opportunity. To go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
22 yards there, a 1st down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen sliding out of the pocket. Open man is Higgins. They'll get 9. As that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Let's go.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And the 12-year veteran knocks knocks it right through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. It'll continue to be interesting in these wet conditions how these kickers fare, but first test, passed.
And how about how the special teams unit handled that? A lot of concentration to make sure the ball didn't slip through his fingers. After the snap, got it down and let him pop it through the posts.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Set, ready? 60 or. Too little, Topper, Topper! Jim. Check 43. Watch twitch.
On 1st and 10, May. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The perennial Pro Bowler, Aaron Donald. Gets the sack.
Donald. A loss of 9 on the sack. It's 2nd down.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw. Nay. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's McGee. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
12 yards on the play. 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun. May. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Taking it about the 16. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's complete. What a catch at the 7. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 57 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Allen. This is the tight end Fant. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this deep... And he is in! Touchdown, New York! A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
At the 36-yard line.
Check 50. Check 50. Let's go.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll try and run forward with Connor. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
Wide, get wide. Alert. Here we go. Check 50. Here we go.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Wide open receiver complete. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys that just gave up that play.
And some room to work.
Let's go, baby.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Deep grip.
From the gun, May. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The end result, 21 yards.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo. Hey, Echo. Hey, we got 3 out. Ready?
Operating from the gun, May. He completes it to Boyd. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
First down.
A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. James Conner, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You go.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So after the INT, it's Allen. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards, the final tally. Now Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. From the 21, it's second and 10. Allen going to throw again. And this is caught by Evans. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Brings up third and 1.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his third and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They only get 2 there, but on third and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Throwing up first down is Allen. This is caught, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready, break.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, one play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Bears take over. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. At their own 35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Connor. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the gun on 3rd down, May. There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try the left side. And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw on 2nd down. May under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The Bears on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, May. And the pressure gets to him again. Myles Jack with a sack.
They're in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10.
Push him back. Push him back. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
They'll run on 1st down. Bond. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a give, right side. Bond shrugs him off, and he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd down. Bond, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
Mike, 55. Here we go, here we go. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Alert flag. Here we go.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Operating from the gun. May in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left. Roll him out, bootleg it. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Let's take it inside. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears.
And that's what friends are for.
Right? As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer, and put your defense in a bad spot.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Blue draw Corker. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Hey, rock it, rock it.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open, and when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Get that ball. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
From the gun, May. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run here with Connor. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. James Conner with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. Santos with the extra point, and that will get them one closer. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. His throw incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's 3rd down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Middle.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He's got Evans. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the 1st down in the process.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Regular. Hey, Alpha. 56. Rabbit. What is that?
Allen will try again on 2nd down. That's caught over the middle by Fant. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Mike, 56, right there.
Allen to throw once more. He completes it to Evans. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Tucker with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that could alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
X3, 218, ready.
Throwing again. May. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 48. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. So how about the turn of events there at the end of the half?
This is one where you go charging into your locker room having collected 3 points you didn't expect to get, and you look across the field and you see guys kind of pointing fingers at each other like, dude, how'd you turn it over and make us give up 3 right there?
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Got it.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. This quarterback now has hit on 7 of 17 passes, just 41%, but it's 1st and 10. Off play action. May. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
A throw over the middle taken in, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. May. Escaping the pressure right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. May. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
to the air on second down. May eluding, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Hey, exit.
Throwing on 3rd and long. May going for the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears are in for 6. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that will shave one more off this lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
On 1st down, May. He gets this one to Boyd. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown. Santos with the extra point, and that will get them one closer. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On 2nd and 12, Allen is going to float this over the middle deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it. What people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down. Allen now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D.
They'll try the left side. McElroy. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up. Hey, tight.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Watch safety creep. Hey, hold. Safety's creeping. Hey, hold.
To the shotgun snap to Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
I got you, boy.
To throw again. Allen toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So make him 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. It's so nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
That's right, man. Rock it. Five. Get it.
Throwing again. May. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. On 3rd down, May. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. With good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there. But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
2nd and 4. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 39.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
2nd and 6. the middle, complete. That's McGee. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And the Bears first down.
On first down, it's Connor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
They run with Connor. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bears cut into that lead. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2.
Matchbox lights. Joker, 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 joker. Check, 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 check.
Connor going to try and run it, but he will not make it into the end zone. He stops short, and that might spell an end to their chances as this stays a 3-score game. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They'll run on first down. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. Noah Fant, 76 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They begin on the ground here with Connor. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on second down, May. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. May. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, May. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. The Bears on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. May. He's got his man, Boyd. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again, May. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is...
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2nd and 3. On the crossing route, complete. That's Boyd. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, wahoo! Yes. Hey, Jet, get it.
From the gun, May. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Go.
To throw on 3rd down, May. And he will find his man on the outside. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 20-yard line. On 1st down, Connor. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Looking to throw on 2nd down, May. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front
got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Bears get a bit closer. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Trey Flowers picks it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. Let them know. Ready?
Throwing again on second and 10. May. He completes it to Boyd. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Go! 10 nervous. Hey, exit. I got one. 2.
Throwing on first down. May. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play. Back to throw. May. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10.
Hey, box truck. Get it.
Throwing again. May. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun. May. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On 4th down, May. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this defense will take over right at midfield. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Giants, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they'll drop down to 1-3, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.